What? Anyways. Skyhold to bed. She's with Fenris. She's with Fenris, Mick. Hawk doesn't want to leave her bestie. Well, I'll see her at Skyhold. I'll see her at Skyhold. I don't like purple. I can never resist Fenris in any playthrough of Dragon Age 2. That's gonna be me with Alistair and Fenris. Actually, no, I think that I will be able to romance Isabella. I can't choose what I want. I can't choose what I want. Yeah, for sure. Isabella for sure, but I don't know about anyone else. Yes, Liliana. And I romanced Morrigan a bit. Hehe. That was fun. This is a very long loading screen. Thank you, Hi Evers. That's sweet. Judge the prisoner. Wait, what?
Someone left sliced plums on the windowsill again.
What's going on?
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
Skyhold has stolen bricks. What? Oh, our cause rights a greater wrong. Crimes of the past will be eclipsed soon enough as this becomes the home of the Inquisition. Oh, hi Ever. Hi Ever. That's your username. What?
Something in particular you require?
I see I'm intruding. I'll be on my way.
No, wait. We saw so many Red Templars at the assault on Haven. Perhaps all that was left of the Order. What we didn't see was Lord Seeker Lucius. Indeed, I've seen no hint of any Seekers amongst the Red Templars, or anywhere. I have a growing suspicion Corypheus has imprisoned them.
Why imprisoned? He could just as easily have killed them.
Not easily. But yes, they may be dead. But the Seekers began this war against the mages. They cannot have simply vanished. There must be a trail we can follow, yet so far I have only discovered hints.
But they could have ended up just like the Red Templars.
Seekers do not use lyrium. I assume Corypheus gained control of the Templars by corrupting the lyrium they were already taking. To do the same to a Seeker, you'd have to force the lyrium upon him. That may be what happened, but it couldn't have begun that way. We're missing a piece of the puzzle, Inquisitor. I need to find it.
Finding them obviously means a lot to you.
I don't expect you to understand. I cannot even claim that rescuing them would be beneficial. They wouldn't look kindly on the Inquisition. But even so, if there's a chance... If we can spare resources to follow up on these leads, Inquisitor, I would appreciate it.
Oh, of course. Anything for you. Anything for you. I can't move. Oh, God. Oh, you scared me. What the hell? Who's this?
He spent his life in the circle.
Oops.
And what else did Lady Forsythia say?
That she'd rather drown herself than help the Inquisition.
Anything else?
She said she'd have us flogged alive if we allied with her brother.
That does sound like her.
Cheer up, Josie. We at least have her attention.
You always do find the brighter side of things. We are in the midst of cementing an alliance with Lady Forsythia of Navarra, your worship. It's become a somewhat delicate task.
Can I do anything to help negotiations?
Thank you, but I believe I have matters in hand. I dissuaded her from sending soldiers
She's so good
when
at what she
learned
does.
we'd struck an accord with a brother she's feuding with. Lady Forsythia simply employs a colorful manner of speech.
Dealing with so many demanding, strong-willed people can't be easy.
It's no less intense than my days at court, Inquisitor, I assure you. But I confess I do miss my staff from the embassy in Antiva. It was always useful to discuss the day's visitors with them.
I have time if you'd like to review things with me.
I wouldn't wish to impose.
If it were imposing, I wouldn't have offered.
Oh.
Well, I admit, there are a few potential alliances it would be good to discuss.
We're going on our walk. Have a good work, Lurk Jackson.
Right on the parlor floor, in front of everyone at the soiree. Who does such a thing in front of their guests?
The Duke of Kellington, apparently.
And then there's Cole's lurking. It frightens our guests half to death. Lord Gennard still won't respond to our letters. And Sarah, can she not find a single overshirt with that mustard taint on it? Then there's Dorian. The man refuses to take anything seriously. and
She
lets
is
it win.
venting.
Not to mention... Oh goodness. Have we been here an hour already?
It went by so quickly, I didn't even notice.
You're far too polite. I didn't intend to go on for so long. You must think me quite the gossip.
Am I gonna soft lock? Let me know.
Spending time with such an engaging woman is never unpleasant, Lady Montillier.
Goodness. Well, I'm glad I haven't wasted your day. Well, I've taken up quite enough of your time already. Until next time, your worship.
Cute. Lavender is just spitting facts. Oh, this is so pretty. Oh my gosh. So pretty. Sandy, thank you so much. What's this? Is this my room? This better be my room. Oh my god, no way. This is my room! My room! Let's see. Oh, cute, okay. Hi, Snowy, welcome! Oh my god, beautiful. Oh. This is formal wear. Oh, so she could switch to like formal. Okay. Cute. cute. That's very elfy, I feel. Well, I already broke up with Blackwall because he already was trying to be in a relationship with me. So Blackwall's out of the running. I don't think he fits with Lavender as much as some of the others. Yeah, this is so elfy. I like these outerwears. Really cute. No. I put armor on like Cullen. Oh no, Snowy, I'm sorry. That's a very old command. That's not about you. That's oh, look at this. That's beautiful. Yeah, Cullen is, I would say Cullen. It's between Cullen and Iron Bull, and then Solas. Randomly, like, I was going to bed last night and I was like, what if I am teetering on the edge of just like going with Solas. Like one wrong move or one right move on his part. Yeah. So I wanted to see, what's the Midnight Tower? Oh my gosh, that's very pretty. But honestly, her vibes right now feel like oh, I didn't look at all of these, I don't think. So I like the first one. Kind of cute. I don't know about the white boots. This one's darker. What do we like for her? I like the blue and the red there. But I also like the earthy colors. It is voices. It really is. I think I like the first one. Yeah, Divvy. So true. So true. I'm gonna do the first one. I feel like it's... yeah. Oh, I love the red scarf. That's beautiful. And she has like leggings, so she's showing off her butt. What's up here? Nuna! Don't get Mama's berries. Don't get Mama's berries. Hi. Hi. Can I pick you up? Nope. Nope. Wow. What is happening? Hi, Rogues. Good to see you. Let's just jump off. Oh, come on. Let her be a frog. Oh. So there's a quest. Something in here. Oh, that's the war room. Oh. And I also feel like she's an earth sign, so it suits her. You know what I mean?
They have certainly spared no expense.
Thank you, Snowy. That's really nice. I was gonna say, that's really snow. That's really snow. So, I'm nervous about what to do next. Yeah, I feel like Mickey, she's like a Taurus. A lot, my other characters in Dragon Age, so I think Mint was an air sign. And then I think that Pepper was a fire sign. I think she was like an Aries. And I feel like she is an earth sign. Oh! Wait, I'm so scared of this. Oh! It's a dragon! It's a dragon! I made this. I forgot that I chose this throne. No voices. We literally just chose Clipper of the Month. Hi, Tristan. I don't know if I want to judge anyone yet. I'm really nervous. Let's see. Okay, so we talked to her. Oh, I did flirt with Josephine on the balcony. Should I do that Solas quest? No, because that soft locks him, right? What the frick? Oh no, I'm confused. Oh.
Inquisitor. As you were. Yes, Inquisitor.
I think Lavender is... Let me think about that. I'm thinking either Ravenclaw or Gryffindor.
Anything interesting?
A letter regarding Felix, Alexius's son. He went to the Magisterium, stood on the Senate floor and told them of you. A glowing testimonial, I'm informed. No news on the reaction, but everyone back home is talking. Felix always was as good as his word.
Ooh.
He's dead. The blight caught up with him.
No!
Are you all right?
He was ill, and thus on borrowed time anyhow.
That doesn't mean you can't regret his death.
I know. Felix used to sneak me treats from the kitchens when I was working late in his father's study. Don't get into trouble on my behalf, I tell him. I like trouble, he'd say. Tevinter could use more mages like him. Those who put the good of others above themselves.
Yeah, it seems like there's something romantic.
Were the two of you...
Felix and I? What an odd question. No, I had no intention of abusing Alexius's hospitality by seducing his son. Not that I've been proper my whole life by any means. It wasn't like that. Even in illness, Felix was the best of us. With him around, you knew things could be better.
You make it sound like he was a better person than you.
What a mad thing to say. Few people are better than I. Very well, a better person, clearly, not nearly as handsome. Thankfully, Felix wasn't the only decent sort kicking around Thedas.
Oh. I just want to hug him. I just want to give him a hug. He's so sweet.
What's on your mind?
I should go.
I love him so
Try not
much.
to die. I would notice you were gone.
Okay, so now I can go here. But what the quest is, I have no idea. Maybe it's Varix. Who's here? Oh, Vivienne. Oh, wow. What a beautiful spot for you. She got upgraded. Yes, she did. Shit.
Vivian.
My dear Inquisitor, whatever can I do for you?
Why did I find movers changing all my furniture?
I'm sure I don't know, darling. Perhaps your old furniture was full of lice and fleas.
What exactly is this all about, Vivian?
I'll speak slowly for you, my dear. I know it's hard to follow. Setting malcontents loose among the population with no safeguards to stop them should they turn into abominations. Very wise. I rearranged some furniture. Lives are not thrown into jeopardy by this. Perhaps a little perspective is wanted here.
What are you playing at? What was the point of this little prank?
I merely wanted to see what you'd do. You are the current leader of the Inquisition. It's good to know your limits. And now I do. Be a dear and run along now, Inquisitor. I have so much to attend to.
I have so many people up in my comments on YouTube like, I don't understand why people don't like her. I don't understand. Like, I love her. And that's okay, but like, this is my first playthrough, and I'm seeing it through the eyes of my Inquisitor, and she's being fucking disrespectful and a big bitch. And not in the good way. Like, that's what you're doing? Rearranging the fucking furniture? Like, ugh. Out of all the things you could be doing just to test me? And she'll keep a level head, but she's... I don't like it.
Someone emptied a whole bag of turnips into the fire. Ah, Maker, the smell is everywhere. I was going to use them for dinner and then... I can't recall who took them.
My Lady Inquisitor, it's good of you to speak with me. I have news regarding one of your companions, the Tevinter.
No, there are people really, really defending her in my comments. And it's like, okay, I understand maybe, you know, if you've played this like 10 times and you just want to look into her character a little bit more, that's fine. But like, to be quickly defending her when this is my first playthrough and she's being so fucking rude. Uh-oh.
Has Dorian done something wrong?
No, thankfully. It's nothing like
Hi,
that.
Gerta.
I have been in contact with his family. House Pavas out of Carenas. Are you familiar with them?
He's mentioned his family. They don't appear to be on good terms.
Yes. I believe you're correct. The family sent a letter describing the estrangement from their son and pleading for my aid.
Oh no.
They've asked to arrange a meeting
Oh my god.
quietly without telling him. They fear it's the only way he'll come. Since you seem to be on good terms with the young man, I'd hoped...
Just what kind of meeting do they have in mind?
I believe they just want to talk, to understand why Dorian felt he had to come here. Somewhere private, away from Skyhold, but not in Tevinter.
That makes sense,
You make
Lizzie.
them nervous, I think. They don't understand why he's here with the Inquisition. They want him to come home.
What happens if Dorian doesn't agree?
Hopefully that will be the end of it. If not, well, that's why you should be there.
I don't like this because I think they're toxic. And I don't want to, like, if a friend, I mean, me as Megan, if a friend of mine is like, I'm distancing myself from my family, like, they're toxic for me, whatever, I would be like, hell yeah, you don't have to meet with them. Like, that's me. But I think, you know, as my Inquisitor, she's going to be aware of, like, that family is important.
Why would his family contact you?
Because they don't know you, Inquisitor. I am not of the Imperial Chantry, but they know what I represent. These are parents concerned about the welfare of their son. How could I not do whatever possible? I would speak to the young man myself, but he does not care for me. Thus I come to you. If any good can come of this, we must try.
Hey, love. What does she have? Oh, cute. You eat the bottom of a pen, Yuna. Bottom of a pen. Yeah, why? Why did you do that? How did you? That was Mama's fault. Right? So why would you put up? I love you. You're a big baby. You want a kiss? You're so pretty. You're a good girl. Well, not really. You're a decent. You're an adequate girl. Just chewed the bottom of a pen.
They don't want Dorian to know. That seems odd.
They believe the young man would refuse, and the letter implies he'd have cause. Yet, they are remorseful for whatever came before. This is a chance for dialogue. There is deceit in bringing the young man to this meeting without his foreknowledge, I know. But does it not lead to a greater kindness if there is potential for reconciliation?
Are you sure this isn't some kind of trap? I mean, the secrecy.
That did occur to me. What if it is a plot of those mages, the Venatori? Another reason to put this in your hands, Inquisitor. I pray that isn't the case. But if it is, you are far better equipped than I to respond to such treachery.
I don't know if I can lie to him and trick
I'll
him.
see what I can do.
Bless you, Inquisitor. The family will send a retainer to meet the young man at the Red Cliff Tavern, to take him onward. If he truly does not wish this reunion, he can always end the matter there. I shall pray for your success and the young man's happiness. That's all we can hope for.
I don't know.
Is it not?
No. Okay, I understand that you feel inadequate to the task of bringing Dorian to a secret meeting. Even in the asking, I find it difficult to believe myself. Considering my son has rebuffed all contact, this is the only way. I know him. He would be too proud to come if he knew, even just to talk. That is all we wish to do. The thought of Dorian in the south placing himself in the path of such danger alarms us more than I can express. If this somehow succeeds, we have a family retainer at the Vandal Hills waiting for Dorian's arrival. He will bring the boy to us. He's not a boy! Somewhere private. If Dorian utterly refuses to go with him, it ends there, and there's nothing we can do. We are at our wits' end. But why are you at your wits' end? Like, let this man live his life. Do. Thanks, y'all. Thank you.
Looking for someone to talk your ear off? I think I can oblige.
I've talked to you
Can
a
I
lot.
ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
Thanks.
Nope.
Let's go to... Who's this?
Hello, Inquisitor. Honored Inquisitor. Gotzi Sturhalt. Did my part on the walls. Now I'm on this strange collection you've brought us.
Hi,
Don't know its
sir.
worth to the fight exactly, but it's good workmanship.
I will do that, Kritten. I'm just making my way around. I'm gonna say hi to everyone.
Where did you learn your skills?
Zamar. Carved a few statues in my day. And before you ask, yes, I chose to leave. I carved a paragon who turned out to be a sodding madwoman.
Oh.
Couldn't stand looking at it. The memory of a dwarf, right?
Any ideas about the origins of these reliefs?
To Vinter, early. It's in the tool marks, the grain. That's hard dust mined from the 100 Pillars, if I know anything. Oh, I suppose the scene is probably full of Tevinter robes, too.
The 100 pillars?
Damnedest things. Massive spires that aren't stone. It's like a mortar. Don't know more than that. Strong, though.
Do you have insight into the stories these tiles are supposed to depict?
Tell you what. You finish one, and I'll write it up. Who better, right? A good dwarven perspective.
Another time.
Best of the vein, Inquisitor.
Okay. And then, Forever, I know you mentioned there was that, Cullen quest that we have to do. Where am I? Plant new seed. What? Where the fuck am I? So much has
Fertile ground
changed.
even here. This hold has everything.
Plant seeds in Skyhold's nursery to grow herbs for crafting. Oh. That's sweet. Oh. Oh, Caleb, are you listening? Caleb, are you out there? Are you okay? Are you okay, Caleb? Oh, where are you going?
Ah, Inquisitor, you have finally come.
Can
into
you
your
refill my
own.
water? Oh,
The
you
Maker
did!
has put
When did
you
you do
on a
this?
difficult path. I pray you walk it safely.
I remember our talk out there before we found Skyhold. It wasn't just the Maker who put me on this path, was it?
The Inquisitor could never have been Cassandra, or Leliana, or me for that matter. We are too political, too tied to the Chantry and all its failings. But I did not make you stand against Corypheus. I did not make you risk death to save the people of Haven. Only you could be the Inquisitor.
Hi, Nimbex.
I only
Hi,
pray
Hitman.
the power of the Inquisition is enough.
I'll do my best to earn this.
You earned this in Haven. The Maker has chosen you to deliver us from Corypheus. You have the faith and support of everyone here. Never forget that. Now, was there anything else?
Farewell.
Maker go with you.
So, what's this? The war room. Sit in judgment. I don't know what to do first. I'm overwhelmed. We're just gonna explore. I don't even remember where my room was. Oh! Help. 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 What is this? What is that? What? I'm so scared and so intrigued. Wait, what? Am I dreaming? I'm really... What the hell is happening? What is that song? I wanna go over here. What's this? Oh. Okay. Oh, I'm somewhere weird. Only me. No, not the ring girl. Okay, so I hear something now. What was that? Is that Cole? Who's this? Blackwall.
Our
Oh.
months have never had better.
Yay!
Perhaps Master Dennett will join us now. A space like this needs an expert.
A big nug. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so scared. I can't do it. I can't do it. That's the fucking grossest thing I've ever seen in my life. No way. Y'all, why is this so scary? What is that? What is that? I hate it. Is there any cute? This is an elk. That really suits her, so I'm gonna choose that one. Hey!
This is just... it's something to keep their hands busy. I'm grateful you tracked me down when you did. As exciting as wandering the woodlands was, this is better. It's good to be part of something so important. Something that could change things.
Not me flirting with him again.
I hope there's more than just the work keeping you here.
Well, there's you, of course. The Inquisition is nothing
I
without its
literally
herald.
broke up with him.
You are who you choose to follow.
Wow.
Someone told me that once. Took me years to understand what he meant.
There's wisdom in that.
It was a chevalier who said those words to me. A powerful man, but never without honor. A true knight. We met as competitors in the Grand Tourney. He left me with that advice before we parted. Put aside his own ambitions to help me win the melee. I don't think I even thanked him.
What is this grand tourney?
You've never heard of it? The Grand Tourney of the Free Marches. It's a spectacle. Song, dance, wine, every amusement you can imagine. But the greatest part is the contest of arms. Prove yourself in the Grand Tourney, and you can make your fortune.
How did he help you?
There were 100 men on the field, each one fighting for himself. The knight and I had forged an alliance. It was just the two of us, and we
That
took all
sounds fun,
comers.
right?
The goal, down as many opponents
The giant
as
nug
possible.
was the worst.
He always let me deliver the final blow.
That was generous of him.
He said I stood to gain everything, while he'd lose nothing. When it was over, he offered to mentor me, to teach me to become a chevalier like him. And I, young and stupid, turned him down flat. I just won the melee at the Grand Tourney. I didn't need him. I should have gone with him. Perhaps things could have been different.
Different doesn't always mean better.
In this case, I think it would have been better. But I'm older, hopefully wiser. And I think I've chosen the right person to walk with.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Don't do that to me. Come on. Come on now.
Something on your mind?
Let's talk about the Grey Wardens. You must know.
Ah, the Wardens. I'm afraid we're less exciting than...
Have you been hearing the calling too?
I know what Corypheus is. He has no sway over me.
Okay. Thanks for all the information.
Let's continue this.
As you would.
As you wish. As you wish, as you wish, as you wish, as you wish. What is that song? Run! Why? What is this? What is this song? I'm scared. Now you guys are scaring me. What are you talking about? I'm gonna get you.
Lady Inquisitor, Bonnie Sims at your service. I trust good secret was not too coarse. Now that you've come to some good fortune, you deserve an upgrade. As master of the tradesman, I stand ready to supply your every need.
Who or what are the tradesmen?
A following of sympathetic and profit-minded individuals who promote local craftsmen and fair importers. A guild of sorts. Although
Stop
that
it, guys.
implies
If this is
calculations
some
we are not
elaborate
interested
trick.
in. Crossing. Our purpose in the Inquisition is legitimate
Stop!
and honorable. You will have what you need at honest
It started when I
prices.
fell through the ground. Stop! Guys, I'm so scared. Stop!
Segrit survived Haven. Where is he?
About?
It's
Doing
Corypheus
good work
trick
for
coming to
you
get
and
us.
yours. But this position is now more desirable. It was time arrangements were made. I shall make every effort to prove that this is an upgrade.
What do you bring to the Inquisition?
What you need, and more. It
Oh my
takes
God, I
great
can't with you
coordination to make
guys.
a remote location seem central. While there is no doubt the boutiques of Valroyo display the grandest of the grand, they do not travel. At least, not yet.
I didn't mean
Why
to.
are you a mere merchant if you're the master of this group?
I wish to avoid the suggestion that I am a posturing commander atop a It is better to remain active, hands-on. Do you not agree, Inquisitor?
We'll speak.
Whoa. Help! Help me! Hey guys, Pineapple, I can fast travel. Sorry. I can sell these because I can craft better armor, right? Not the giant nug, no! It sounds like a kid's music box. Like, I thought Cole was playing with something. Like, I can literally make this, right?
Hi, I'm Renata Bliss, and I'm your freestyle dance
Green
teacher.
Mat! Green Mat! Thank you so much for the Prime sub. I appreciate you. Yeah, it did. I know you can craft them. I definitely know you can craft this one. And I crafted this for myself.
I don't need you, sister.
You're carrying a heavy burden. Thank you for Haven. Less so for Redcliffe, but I am committed to serve your worship.
Okay. Actually, I'm kind of used to the music now.
Inquisitor.
Inquisitor.
Inquisitor? Is there something I can do for you? I should really focus my attention on the injured.
You aren't a mage. Shouldn't we let the mage healers deal with this?
Magic can't cure everything, and we shouldn't rely on it. Science, your worship, is the way of the future. Good health isn't magic, it's diet, exercise, and a balance of the humors.
Do we have many injured men?
Fewer by the day. The most grievously injured did not survive the journey to Skyhold.
Warden's
As for the rest,
Haven
they
is the
either heal
sacrifice.
I try to make the passing painless.
I haven't
Are you
seen
new here?
before.
The commander
Are you
brought me
new
up
here?
from the refugee camps. I'd been helping
Hi,
the
Lamb.
pilgrims
Good
in
to
simple
see
ways,
you.
setting broken bones, simple amputations.
You don't have to say
and such.
anything to us.
We
This
need all
is
the
a
help
bunch
we
of
can get.
slackers in here. Most of the
As you
people
are.
that are watching right now are working. Show that to your employer. Show that to your employer. If they try to, like, demote you or something, just show a video of me going, "Oh, really? You couldn't capture their interest like I could, loser."
Not so.
Haven was a cock-up, Herald, Inquisitor. But you did right by me, and others.
Herald
I'll
Inquisitor.
pay you back.
Okay, no need. Hey, girl.
Hey.
Hey.
What's been going on?
It stopped.
Ambassador Montelier
It
sent me a
stopped.
basket of flowers to thank me for my work with the Inquisition.
Oh.
She's so lovely.
Oh my god, Josie.
I have to go.
I feel like I just opened the game, so I'm just... Herald's Rest, a place for all in service here to rest, recoup, and persevere. Though weighs the heart, remember best your saving grace, the Herald's Rest. Sing a song, bitch. Sorry. Archery contest, Saturday. All challengers welcome, except Varric and Bianca. Sister Leliana and a judge. Cute.
Inquisitor.
And you are?
The bartender. Cabin?
Just the bartender?
You were expecting...
Well, welcome to the Inquisition.
Thank you. Welcome to the tavern.
What's the current mood?
Ennui.
Ennui. Oh.
Where did you study? I assume you're trained.
In bartending? I'm no alchemist.
That was the name of
You mix
one of
the
my
bottles that
Tumblr
don't taste
blogs.
like nug and
Ennui.
you pretend to listen. I suppose I trained at home during feast day family visits. My specialty is ale. Old Antivan recipe. The secret is ale.
Shen, I'm loving them. But y'all, fuck off, because you told me to read the Dragon Age books, and now I'm like, wait, Loghain, young Loghain is like a broody Fenris so far. Like, sorry to use Fenris, but like, he's like an angsty, sexy man. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, no, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. I didn't need to read that. I didn't need to read that, okay? You know I like a bad boy, and then the cover messed me up because the cover's, he looks really hot. I know, Churia. That's why it was my Tumblr blog. Oh, unless someone else asked. Hi, Banfield. Oh, just a little bit. When young, yeah, for sure. That's true. I'm just a couple chapters in.
You're a bit of a hard ass. Why are you here?
Hi,
If I
Nick.
could fight, I'd be
Stop,
an armor.
Puella!
If I was a mage, I'd throw fire. And probably be dead. But
Not this.
just like the hundreds of people who can't
God
do
damn it.
anything. Who make sure the thousands who can do something can do it.
Not the dark
Besides,
hair and ice
you
blue
know a
eyes.
safer place than your castle. Do share.
What's the word out there?
As a vigil for the dead later, I'll be closed.
As you were.
Wow, aren't you so cheery? Wow. Iron Bull's in the tavern. You cannot sit like that, sir. Sir.
What can I do for you?
You can't sit like that.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
Ooh. He just got in the lead. He just got in the lead.
Inquisitor. That's got a good ring to it.
Oh, Krem.
We're happy to be here, your worship.
I want
You
to
need
romance
anything, let me know.
Krem.
Iron Bull said the charges were at my disposal.
Why, Riken? I
Do you
can't
have any
explain
suggestions on how to
why.
use them?
If you don't get
I
the
suspect
girls
Haven's
that get
quiet by
it, get
now.
it, and the
Might be
girls
worth
that
sending
don't,
the boys
don't.
back. We could recover some supplies, get an idea about the enemy's strength. We could even pick up any stragglers who haven't found Skyhold yet.
Can we talk about the Bull's charges?
She sounds so
Best company
different,
you'll
Jennifer.
find from here to the Anderfells. In my time with the chief,
Blanking
we've gone
on
up
her
against
last name.
everything from bandits to magic trees. We're
Hail.
expensive, but you'll never doubt we're worth it.
So
Wanna know
different. It's
anything in
amazing.
particular?
Never Hale.
Do the charges specialize in anything from a tactical standpoint?
Bull doesn't want us large enough to work as an army. We're better as shock troops to skirmishers. We've got archers for hitting enemy infantry.
I
Daily-
have heard
Rocky
this
handles.
already.
I'll lead the frontline fighters with Grim, and the chief goes wherever he can hit something.
Are there...
If you don't want some, no. There's also a... We accept our prisoners are treated well, injuries tended. We'd want the same for any of ours.
You said something about everything from bandits to magic trees. I'll admit to some curiosity.
Right. Sylvans. That's what Dalish called them. Apparently spirits can possess trees, too. Some noble in the Dales, and they really don't like it when you call them Dalish nobles, had a haunted forest. His family had abandoned the land, but he wanted it back. The chief bought us all axes, and in we went. Between the axes and the torches, the Sylvans weren't too bad. Worst part was the squirrels.
We'll talk later.
Love you. Mwah. Who else is in here? Sarah. Is she upstairs? Okay.
You've heard?
Y'all, if I flirt with people and then I have to break up with them, I don't want any shit, okay? Because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of people being like, what are you doing to my Sarah? What are you be-shoo-be-shoo? And like, don't. One cabinet suitable for a lady's curiosities, if resources should be spent on such things. Doodles of Sarah with her tongue out. Eat it, Morris. Stuff needs a place. Stuff. Banner. Circle. Soft. Lizard. Rough and weird. A la fake. Real one stink. Cards. Goblet. Cup. Bottle. Warden. Strong. Bottle to Vinter. Piss weak. Stupid sword. Silk bolts, not arrow bolts. Soft. Make something.
you. I have an Inquisitor favor to ask.
This is
Just a little
so
thing, really.
cute.
A little march around for some of your people. It's nothing for you, right?
All right, let's hear what you've got.
Jump right in, huh? I like that. It's a Red Jenny thing. I got a tip that some noble stiffs are arguing over Verschel. Land squabble. They're getting little people beat up. So I need you to go to your big table and send some people to walk through town.
Okay.
Just walk through.
Just walk through. Easy, right?
Was this a tip from one of your friends?
Not a Jenny. Just normal angry people getting sick of being in the middle. I don't usually hear about things this far away. But having a friend like you is like getting really big ears. Bigger than normal, I guess, because we both... Never mind.
Elves. We're elves.
I'm asking because I heard people complaining. See, when nobles fight, it's not them. It's their little people stuck in the middle. It's like a polite war, so no one pays attention. But if you march through, the people up top feel threatened too. Stuff like this is always happening. Good sovereigns to be made if you're one of the few who notice.
I'm not gonna ask that.
All right, Sarah. I'll have someone look into it.
It's fun, right? Being important without doing a thing. Well, not much of a thing. Not everything has to be torn skies and ancient arseholes. Every little thing makes a difference somewhere.
Okay, I understand. That's cute, sir. Okay. Look for coal. Wait.
What are you doing?
Listening. Eyes rough, jangling armor hurts my ears, back aching, fingers too clumsy for knots. Wind cool like Aunt Eloise's pond, lips scalded as I sip, warmth blossoms, first kiss in the barn. What was his name? Tin jangle as the blood spills, Pierre's wrapped body on the wagon to the chantry. 5 more minutes. My fault.
Can you listen to anyone's mind like you did hers?
No, they have to need me.
Oh.
Pain, fear, sadness, guilt, anger, hurt. Things I can fix.
Can you do something for her?
Yes. It's okay. Nothing you did mattered.
What? Who are you?
They lie there, and sometimes they die, just like Pierre. You can't save them.
I don't know who you are.
Phoenix, hi! You're so sweet.
That didn't work.
Thank you for the word.
Let me try again. You'll forget me in a minute.
What are you going to do?
Make her forget me. Then do it again, the right way.
I'm gonna let him. I just want to see what happens.
You can't save all of them.
What?
Like Pierre getting sick after you snuck out to Aunt Eloise's pond. You want it to be your fault, so there's a reason and it's not so frightening.
Oh!
But there is no reason. Pierre just got sick. The soldier was never going to live. It wasn't your fault. Better.
So you walk into their lives, make them feel better, and they just forget you?
Yes. It's better to help and then be gone. If I stay, it can be frightening.
For you or for them?
Yes. Thank you for letting me help her. It's not how a person would do it. But it helped. That's what matters.
Fuck! Fuck you guys. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. How dare you? Why would you tell me to play this game? My heart hurts. Oh. That's so true, Chloe. Sonic! I could do a Sonic cosplay. I'll consider myself fuck you. Hey, that was really funny, Hi Evers. Just so you know, that was really funny. You might be a Libra, but you've made me laugh quite a few times in the short time that you've been here. So, wait, what's your rising? What's your moon?
For the child this evening. There will be room for you.
Invite the murderers keeping us out of Crestwood.
Would that I could.
Dave, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm gonna think about that forever. I'm gonna think about that scene forever. Like, if I ever magically feel better, and I don't know why, I'm just gonna think of Cole coming in and just saying it's not your fault. People die, nothing like, it's not your fault. Oh my god, hi. Hi.
Inquisitor.
Hi.
I found where the Red Templars come from. They're in full redoubt.
Mwah.
The Knights were fed red lyrium until they turned into monsters. Samson took over after their corruption was
God damn it, Samson.
How do you know Samson?
He was a Templar in Kirkwall until he was expelled from the Order. I knew he was an addict, but this... Red lyrium is nothing like the lyrium given by the Chantry. Its power comes with a terrible madness.
I don't want to romance Cullen if then he becomes addicted to red lyrium. Guys, you have to warn me, because I don't want to do a romance where it's a tragedy, okay? And he becomes addicted to red lyrium and then he becomes a monster. I don't want to do that.
The Red Templars swarming Haven were proof enough.
We cannot allow them to gain strength. The Red Templars still require lyrium. If we find their source, we can weaken them and their leader.
Where do we begin?
Caravans of red lyrium are being smuggled along trade roads.
No, don't say.
Investigating them could lead to where it's being mined. If you confront them, be wary.
I trust
Anything connected
BioWare.
to Samson will be well guarded.
And you know what? I romanced motherfucking Thane and motherfucking Mass Effect. So I can't say shit, like, but if it lures me in, then I will go through with it. Don't tell me. Another cutscene. Hi. She just exits and walks in
As
again.
leader of the Inquisition, you...
No.
There's something I must tell you.
No. 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 Nope. Hi, Beanie Babes, but no. This sounds ominous.
You're being especially serious today.
I know. Lyrium grants Templars our abilities, but it controls us as well. Those cut off suffer. Some go mad, others die. We have secured a reliable source of lyrium for the Templars here. But I no longer take it.
You stopped?
When I joined the Inquisition.
Oh.
It's been months now.
Excuse me, get the fuck out of here.
Cullen, if this can kill you...
It hasn't yet.
After what happened in Kirkwall, I couldn't. I will not be bound to the Order or that life any longer. Whatever the suffering, I accept it. But I would not put the Inquisition at risk.
Thank you for the 3
I've asked Cassandra to watch me. If my ability to lead is compromised, I will be relieved from duty.
That's why he looks a little bit greasy. It's so good to see you. Thank you so much for that resub. Are you okay?
Are you in pain?
I can endure it.
That's punches for you guys. That's punches for you guys. Why did you make me play this game? Why did you make me play this game?
Thank you for telling me. I respect what you're doing.
Thank you, Inquisitor. The Inquisition's army must always take priority. Should anything happen, I will defer to Cassandra's judgment.
Come on. Confessions of a lyrium addict. Buddy.
Inquisitor?
Are you with anyone?
You and the Red Templar's leader seem to have personal history.
When I arrived in Kirkwall, Samson and I shared quarters. He seemed a decent man at first. Knight Commander Meredith later expelled Samson for erratic behavior. He ended up begging on Kirkwall streets. He committed further crimes, but managed to evade the Order's justice. Now Samson serves Corypheus as his loyal general.
Why do you think Samson joined Corypheus?
He had a chronic lyrium addiction.
Oh.
He spent every last coin buying it from
So
local
they're like
smugglers.
red lyrium bad,
Perhaps
but then
Corypheus flattered
lyrium
his vanity,
is
gave him purpose as well as lyrium. Perhaps that's all it took.
not me feeling bad for the Templars. Not me feeling bad with the Templar. About the Templars.
Personal history or no, we can't afford pity.
Have no fear. There'll be none. I don't understand how he became so powerful.
It's like
Even with red
Kraken's
lyrium,
secret.
Samson's glory days are long behind him.
Buddy.
Yes?
There's something I wanted to ask you.
Oh?
Oh?
What was Kirkwall like?
While I was there, Canary occupied and then
Yeah.
relations
This
between
is like
mages and
literally the
Templars. Other
third
than that,
time.
it was fine.
I'll let you...
Okay, I'm gonna ask him if he's with anyone,
Did you need
but...
something?
Did you leave anyone behind in Kirkwall?
No. I fear I made few friends there, and my family's in Ferelden.
No one special caught your interest?
Not in Kirkwall.
Oh, excuse me? Wait. Did he just reference me? Did he just reference me? Wait, am I in middle school learning that he might have a crush on me? I just can't do this. I can't do this game. I can't do it. I have to quit. I have to quit.
What do you think of the people you work with?
Who do you mean?
What do you think of our
Alt
ambassador?
F4.
We have little in common. How she delights in meeting with nobles all day is
Oh,
beyond
Cullen
me.
did like Minch.
But I
That's
enjoy
true.
working with her.
That's true. But I think it was more, he was like, I don't know if that was like a deep appreciation, like I think it was more like, Mint was super chaotic, super flirty, and in my eyes, Like, I think he was just very fascinated with that, and that was the seed to start doubting, like, the Templars versus mages, like, etc., etc. And then he went through, like, a whole thing where he, like, really hated the mages, and then Dragon Age 2 happened, but I don't think it was, like, a deep kind of crush or, you know, I think he was just like, she's really pretty and she's winking at me and she's flirting with me, and just kind of infatuated, and it was more not about Mint, but like about him starting his journey. He says that even if you didn't play a mage in Origin, so I think it's Lavender. Yeah. Yeah.
How do you like working with Leliana?
The Inquisition would not exist without her. I may not always agree with her methods, but she's more passionate about our cause than anyone. Cassandra may have declared the Inquisition publicly, but Leliana is just as responsible for its formation.
Pineapple. But also not pineapple.
Are you satisfied with the Inquisition's forces?
Our soldiers are well disciplined and committed to the cause. Templars and mages are not used to seeing each other as allies, but they are working together well enough thus far.
So much growth up until now.
I should let you get
and
back
you
to
know
work.
what I like about them together is like so you know he had his little spat with the mages, but he's so hardworking, and I feel like we haven't seen him with someone because he's very, 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 very hardworking and someone that people look up to. Plus, it was almost like his addiction was his love, but also what I like about them together is Lavender is very hardworking as well, and like she's such a leader, and even though they come from different, like, opposite fucking origins and experiences, they want better for the world, and they want to do better and be better. I was making a joke at how hilariously direct the Cullen flirts are. Did you take— oh, I know, I loved that. Did you take a vow of chastity? Okay, wait, so now I have to go talk to Dorian. I don't understand this place. No, Puella, I didn't. I did not. It's scary. We do not speak of the music. Okay, Lilians, do you have anything new to say to me?
Yes?
Nope. I mean, we could ask any updates.
Anything I should know?
It seems that the Orlesian army is awaiting our next move. Some of the generals are sympathetic to our cause, others are still suspicious. Our actions are under a great deal of scrutiny.
You okay?
I'll leave you to your work.
Boom ba-doom, boom ba-doom. Boom ba-doom, boom ba-doom. Who else is up here, though? I think Fiona and Dorian are here on this level.
Always with the questions. What will people say?
Yep.
Dorian,
I'm telling him.
There's a letter you need to see.
A letter? Is it a naughty letter? A humorous proposal from some Antivan dowager?
Not quite.
No.
It's from your father.
From my father. I see. And what does Magister Hallward want, pray tell?
A meeting.
Show me this letter. I know my son?
No,
what
you
my
don't.
father knows of me would barely fill a thimble. This is so
Toxic
typical.
parents.
I'm willing to bet this retainer is a henchman, hired to knock
Yeah.
me on the head and drag me back to Tevinter.
I agree. I won't let him.
That would be hard to do while I stood there.
He expects me to travel with Mother Giselle, although Maker knows why he'd think I would. Let's go. Let's meet this so-called family retainer. If it's a trap, we escape and kill everyone. You're good at that. If it's not, I send the man back to my father with a message that he can stick his alarm in his wit's end.
There seems to be bad blood between you and your family.
Interesting turn of
Blood
phrase.
magic?
But you're correct. They don't care for my choices, nor I for theirs.
Because you wouldn't get married? Because you left?
That too.
Let's go meet this retainer then.
I wonder how much my father paid this man to wait around just in case I showed. We'll find out soon enough.
Lavender is going to kind of take a back seat with this and let him take the reins and decide if he wants to do things. And I know people don't like it when I let my freaking characters choose what they want to do, but that's honestly how I feel like my characters would operate. I haven't really played a character yet that will just like tell someone what to do. And it cost me once in Andromeda, and they will not shut the fuck up about saying, ooh, she's gonna regret Alistair not being king. And I have no idea why, but like, honestly, I don't care, because Mint was not going to pressure him at all to do something he didn't want to do. Right, Samwise? Yes, exactly. And if something sad happens, again, I'm not going to like be mad at myself because I didn't play the game right and like keep everyone alive, or like, especially our last conversation with Alistair when he was just like, we've had so much time together and we're so happy. That's all I wanted. And so, yeah. Hi, Ryan. Oh, Shen, that's sweet. Thank you.
The warden you brought to Skyhold.
Wait, where's Alistair?
His name is Alistair?
Yes. Didn't you meet him?
No, there's no point in that now. He seems a good man.
Okay.
That's true. He does.
It's not important. I'm simply musing on the clever tricks the Maker
Do you know him?
You were once a Grey Warden.
Mine is an unusual. Normally one is part of the Order.
Yeah, we already
So
asked
I was sent
this.
to the Circle of Magi. The first warden ever.
You're not...
Any claim I had. Perhaps this. Until that time, I lead my fellow mages by default. I will do what
I trust everything...
There have been a few scuffles with your Templars, but overall,
I'll leave you to it.
What is that? I'm suspicious of you.
Greetings again, Inquisitor.
Why? Okay.
I'll leave you to it.
Why does she care about Alistair? And also, where is he? Oh, there's Viv. There. Oh, okay. No fucking way. Well, I guess I could talk to Vivian again. Music box, get her.
Whatever is the matter this time, dear?
Rival mans. No, I'm reading the books. No one say anything. I'm reading the books. Don't say anything.
Is there anything I can do to help your efforts at restoring the circle?
Lavender's
After
killing
the circles
her
fell, their libraries were plundered
with
by
kindness.
scavengers.
1,000 years of recorded knowledge in the hands of bandits. It makes me sick to think of it. I've received news that some tomes have been located.
Oh,
If you are
okay.
interested in writing this
It's a
role.
fetch quest. Yeah.
I'll look into it for you.
Do you approve?
If you can take care of this matter, the circle would be in your debt.
And then you'll stop being a bitch. Sorry. Yes, get her. I need to talk to Solas, I think. Where is he? Oh, this is so confusing. Here we go. What? Look at this, bitch! Oh, I love what you've done with the place! I love what you've done with the place! Hello. You don't like me anymore?
I'm interested in what you told me of yourself in your studies. If you have time, I'd like to hear more.
You continue to surprise me.
Oh shit.
All right, let
Oh
us talk.
fuck.
Preferably someone more interesting than
Should
this.
I just do this? I don't know what to do. Can I soft lock and then break up with him? I can call whoever I want to a bitch. Cobble. Should I do this? I don't know. I feel like gives you the chance to break up with them. So, for example, if I flirt with him in this dream sequence, will I be able to flirt with Cullen and Iron Bull still? Okay, great. Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you for being proactive, though, y'all, and letting me know, because it does matter to me. Like, if I had been soft locked in with Blackball and that cut me off from everything else, I would have been really sad. So let's see. So I can still flirt. Okay, we'll see. I'm also really curious about this. It seems significant. What the fuck? It was great, Dave. Very
Why
cozy,
here?
very chill.
Haven is familiar. It will always be
Your
important.
game has a mind of its own. I love
We
it.
talked about that already.
I sat beside you while you slept, studying the anchor.
Mm-hmm.
How long can it take to look at a mark on my hand?
A magical mark of unknown origin? Tied to a unique breach in the veil? Longer than you might think. I ran every test I could imagine. Searched the Fade, yet found nothing. Cassandra suspected duplicity. She threatened to have me executed as an apostate if I didn't produce results.
I would never have agreed to that.
You were in no position to argue.
I don't think she would have.
You were never going to wake up? How could you? A mortal sent physically through the Fade. I was frustrated.
So he only
frightened.
likes female
The spirits
elves.
I might have consulted had been driven away by the breach. Although I wished to help, I had no faith in Cassandra, or she in me.
Oh my
I was ready
God.
to flee.
But you stayed.
I did. I told myself, one more attempt to seal the rifts. I tried and failed. No ordinary magic would affect them. I watched the rifts expand and grow, resigned myself to flee, and then... It seems you hold the key to our salvation. You had sealed it with a gesture. And right then, I felt the whole world change.
Felt the whole world change?
A figure of speech.
Hey!
I'm aware of the metaphor. I'm more interested in felt.
You change everything.
Oh! Oh! Oh my god!
Talker.
Oh! Oh! Oh god! The music! Oh.
We shouldn't. It isn't right. Not even here.
Sweet!
What do you mean, even here?
Where do you think we were?
This isn't real.
The music!
That's a matter of debate. Probably best discussed after you wake up.
Oh my god. That was really touching. Oh my god. Fuck you guys. Fuck you. Fuck off. That was so touching. And romantic. No. Okay, I need all the Solas stands to help me out. Do we have a winner? No, that's a great idea, Puella. So that was so that was so precious. Solas just didn't KO to Cullen. He's a romantic man. Yes. Yes, that came out of nowhere. I thought she was gonna have to like really tease him and stuff. Oh, my heart. That was really sweet. And she's just like, is that real? Oh my gosh. Well, let's sit in judgment. Let's judge. Like, Lavender's like, I gotta splash water on my face. And I wonder if she thinks like that actually happened. So I guess that's the conversation that you have with him, where it's like, I'm actually going to change the throne. I hate that. Like, I'm very affected by that.
Better and better. What can't we do in a place like this?
I'm very, my heart, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like I'm about to cry. That's like a new feeling that I've felt in a game, because I think it was so surprising for his character. Like, it was so sweet, and it hurt my heart. It was just different. I feel like with Alistair and with Fenris, it was like, you know, just like crushing, and Liara just made sense and was just like amazing. And this is just like, it came out of nowhere, and it was like a slow build, and then my heart. hurts. In a good way. Okay, so... And now she's just gonna go around the castle like, was that real? Oh, no, it's not that he's bald. I don't know. Not that he's bald, obviously. And he really looks like he loves her. Let's change her bed. Hee hee hee. Oh, wow. Oh! I will say that's the strongest emotional reaction I've had. It, like, my heart still hurts. Wait for Collins? Oh, fucking fuck. For me, what I love about BioWare too is like it's really not about what they look like. Like when I remember I was thinking about this when I met Alistair, I wasn't like, oh, look at that hunk of meat. Like he of course is conventionally attractive, but he just grew on me mainly because he was just like of his personality and the voice acting. And then Fenris, it was his moodiness and like his aura. And I don't, what am I gonna do? I actually don't want that bed. I'm gonna try this one. I don't know what I'm gonna choose. I think we have to think for Lavender. I know that you all, yeah, Tali, yeah, exactly. Well, look how romantic that was, Cobble. So, we're all gonna have to collectively think about Lavender specifically. So it was the throne I wanted to change. Where's the throne? Okay. I don't have the Arlesian one yet, so we'll do Inquisition. Iron Bull, Cullen. Solas. Yeah, but I'm interested in what y'all have to say. Thank you, voices. She seems more interested in knowing what he's all about than before. Yes, I agree. And like, I think that was, like, I think she was acting pretty boldly because it was a dream and it was her dream self-ish. But like, guys, how fucking romantic he took her. Ah, it's so like, it's like fan fiction written all over it, like young adult, like, it was like a dream date. A dream date, so that they could like actually act on their feelings boldly. And then now she's just gonna be thinking about him. Like, I feel like the other romances are like here on Earth. And then his romance is like limitless. Because they're both elves and mages and like, oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay, yeah, Iron Bull, I think I have to watch Iron Bull soon. Hot girl shit. Okay. Oof, are we even gonna get to... anything? Okay. That's interesting, Shin, because people say that Josephine is very light and sweet. I like apple ciders. They're not like my all-time favorite, but I like them. I won't say no. Oh.
Impressive, is it not? Fit for a leader, meant to show influence and the burden of it. It is where the Inquisition will sit in judgment. Where you will sit in judgment.
Who will I be judging exactly?
Those who have done wrong. You will know of them, at the very least. All this presumes they have survived their initial encounter with you, of course.
Do I really need to oversee even more death? I'm nearly at capacity.
I share your distaste for more bloodshed, but it needn't come to that. The Inquisition's sovereignty is derived from the allies who validate it. You are both empowered and bound. Justice has many tools. If their application is clever, execution may even seem merciful by comparison.
Is there anyone I should judge?
Take the throne when you're ready. We will bring him before you.
Is it Alexius? Look at her.
You recall Geryon Alexius of the Winter. Ferelden has given him to us as an acknowledgement of your aid. The formal charges
I
are
love her
apostasy,
eyes.
attempted enslavement, and attempted assassination on your own life, no less. De Winter has disowned and stripped him of his rank. You may judge the former magister as you see fit.
I remember what would have happened to Thedas if his treachery had succeeded.
I couldn't save my son. Do you think my fate matters to me?
Yeah.
Will you offer nothing more in your defense?
You've won nothing. The people you saved, the acclaim you've gathered. You'll lose it all in the storm to come. Render your judgment, Inquisitor.
Oh! No, I could never. Oh. I think one of these two, but I don't know. What is this?
Your magic was theoretically impossible, Alexius. I could use people like you.
Yeah.
Your sentence is to serve under guard as a researcher on all things magical for the Inquisition.
No execution.
If Pepper was on the throne, it would be a different story. Solas approves. Cole slightly approves. Vivian slightly approves. Yeah, because you like... Yeah. Okay, good. Yes, Karma! At this point, yes. Queen Lav. GG's. Yeah, no, if Pepper was on the throne or Mint was on the throne, there would be killings. But this, she's a level-headed girly girl. Okay, so what should I do now? Where is... What should I do? I don't know what to do. Sandra. Oh, she reminds me so much of Daenerys. So much. Her eyebrows.